Hello YouTube, how's everybody doing? I hope your guys' week is going good so far. This video is a day late. I do apologize. The reason for that is I got a good amount done yesterday and I could have recorded it and shown it yesterday. But for where I was yesterday and where I really wanted to be, I thought, you know what? Nope, we're going to hold off. We're going to get to that one point I really want to get to, just so I can show you guys the significant amounts. So what is it I'm talking about? Well, you guys know on Tuesdays, normally, I try to show you guys my top Tuesday projects. It's something I just came up with. I try to have a theme for each day of the week. And this cardigan is originally the pattern repeat is from a top pattern I do have that I do plan on hopefully someday making into an actual, t-shirt top for myself. But I attempted it once, it didn't go so well. So I decided, okay, let's scratch that and let's try and make it to a cardigan. I thought do 2 long strips, attach them while I'm working on it, which makes it a little harder, but hey, I'm making it work. And let's throw some sleeves on it and some cuffs and some trim and call it a day. So the pattern from the top is worked in the round. I had to alter it by adding a stitch. Could add or subtract because one round it will have a double crochet, chain, skip space. So the round or the row end the round ends with the chain 1, skip 1. Then you slip stitch to the top of the chain from the beginning of the round. While we do it in the straight, one round will have the post, the other round will have a gap. I thought that don't work, so I had to add a strip. So there was a stitch. So there was a post at either end. I did that, and then when it came down to seam up the sides and start the sleeves, I knew I was going to have an odd number, and doing it in the round, you need an even number. So I did my first round of single crochets, but the last 2 stitches, I did it as a single crochet together, 2 together kind of thing. So it put me at the even mount. Got down, kept trying it on throughout to make sure the thick, like how it felt around the arm. It was a little snug. I probably should have gone a little less on the seams up the side, but it's not like super tight where I can't, cross my arms or stretch them out or reach above my head kind of thing. So it's all good there. And then once I got down to here more, I started doing a decrease. In the last round I did, the last set of repeats, I did a decrease at the beginning round and in the last round. So round 1 and round 9 had decreases in it. And then I decided let's throw on the black and do the 1 cuff. I only did a 5-row cuff, and that's where I'm at. So where the stitch marker is where you guys would have saw this last time. So there's the stitch marker. I was just starting the arm. I know the arm looks short, but remember, it's like kind of a drop shoulder. So this section up here a little ways is part of the arm as well. So yeah, the arm looks short. I do agree with that. And I do apologize. It is hard to see the color. This is like a deep burgundy color, and then the black. And I did just like the front post, back post rib. It fits really good. Hubby and I will be at the camper in a little over a week. I am taking this with me. I'm going to try and do some photos of it with me wearing it or laid out on the table or something in the actual natural sunlight. You guys will be able to see it much better. But yes, I do have the 1 sleeve done, minus sewing in the ends. You guys know me. I leave that to the very end. So that sleeve is done. I have also started the 2nd sleeve after sewing it on. I've actually got 6 out of the 9 rounds of the 2nd sleeve already done. And actually, I'm midway on the 1 round. But yeah, I do have the 2nd round started, or 2nd sleeve started. Pattern's going really quick. I'm enjoying it. I'm just moving the stitch marker, by the way. Definitely do love this pattern now that I've got it written out. And I'm keeping track of what row I'm on because, like I said, first attempt to try and make this into a top didn't go so well. Um, where will it be next time you guys see it, which will be before holidays? I might have the second sleeve done. Don't hold me to it. We never know. Because the stitch marker kind of is where it was on the other sleeve. So we never know. I may have the second sleeve done. When I do the trim for the front, around the collar, around the bottom, I'm gonna do hopefully a 5-row repeat as well for the border or the trim, because start off with the second sleeve. I have this left over from the first sleeve, and then when I was working the second sleeve, I got a major knot in this ball, so I had to cut it. It didn't matter what I was doing, I couldn't get it out. So I'm going to join this one on first just to finish it, get it done out of my stash, then go to this one, and then whatever's left of this is what's left. The black, I got plenty here to do the second sleeve, plus going around the edging for 5 rounds. So I'm definitely going to have some black left over as well, which I'm okay with. Black's always a good color to have in your wheel well. I do plan on, once I have the sleeves both done and the trim and everything all done, I'm thinking of somewhere on the sides, like I'll have it on and kind of get my hubby to pin it in a few spots or whatever, and we'll see what works for me. Joining and doing a chain loop type idea of how many, I don't know, I haven't really thought that through yet. And then doing a strap. It will probably be done in Tunisian crochet. I find it makes the strap sturdy but still can tie it, but it doesn't stretch. Like I use the Tunisian simple stitch a lot of times for my bags instead of single crochets or half doubles, because those will stretch a little more out of shape and stuff, especially with just a regular worsted Burnett yarn. I haven't decided yet either, though, if I'm going to do the strap in the burgundy or in the black. It will all depend how much I have left of the burgundy once I do the second sleeve, and if I feel like I'm going to have enough to do probably like about a 6 stitch wide little strap to go around the waist, but we'll wait and see. So anyways, guys, I do apologize for this video being a day later than I try to do on my channel, but life happens, and I did a lot yesterday, obviously, but didn't quite get over that threshold that I wanted to be before I filmed. So, and multiple try-ons. I think that's part of the reason doing the first half, because I kept having to try it on to verify where I wanted the decreasing in the sleeve and how many decrease. So it takes a lot out of someone who's designing their own garment. But I do like it a lot. I will be so happy when it's done. Now this will be a camper cardigan, just because I do have a pullover fleece sweater up there that I wear a lot when it's cooler out. But sometimes you just want that cardigan type thing, so you just want the sweater, but not completely like 100% covered. And this actually goes down below the hip and butt area. And because I sit a lot at the fire, so my back is facing usually the lake, and that's the direction the wind comes from. A lot of times my lower back is quite cold. The fleece sweater is warm, but it just barely goes below my waistline. So it doesn't help keep my back as warm as I would like. And I think this cardigan will do much better of a job. So anyways, if you guys are new and you like what you see and would love to see the outcome of this project or any of the other projects I'm working on, please consider hitting that subscribe button, turning on notifications. Takes a couple seconds. It's free. Love to have you guys part of my channel. I am mainly a yarn channel. I crochet and I knit. I have tinkered a little bit with the loom work. I do plan on getting back into that, but probably not until later in the year when I'm home more and kind of chilling and whatnot, and have a little more time to practice with the loom, because my first 2 attempts on it, I made projects with it, but it was hard for me and tension, and yeah, I'll get to it. I do promise you. When, I don't know. Um, but yeah, I'm mainly a yarn channel. Like I said, plan to go to the camper, so obviously I do camping. So you never know, you may have a bit of a video up there, the fire or something that's going on. Heck, I may have a video of a rabbit or a squirrel running around my yard. You never know what may come from the campground or my property where my camper is at. Um, Hubby and I do go fishing, but we're done now for the year due to we were just doing the free fishing. Next year, plan to have the fishing license, so I can have more fishing updates for you guys on what we catch. Now we do it for the sport, mainly catch and release. Although the hubby and I are kind of willing to attempt maybe to get a couple good fish and cook them up, but we'll have to wait and see. I've never done it before, nor has he. So that would be an experience and a half that definitely would be recorded. The cooking, like prepping the fish and cooking it, would definitely be recorded. And who knows what kind of mess you guys may get if that day ever comes. Also, I am growing a small garden on my balcony. So I have little updates here and there on it. So you never know what you might get from me. If you guys have suggestions or ideas or something you would like to see, please definitely drop it down in the comments. I will do my best to accommodate. Now you do got to take into consideration when we are fishing or at the camper, I have only my tablet with me. My tablet is a one-sided camera. I don't have a holder or anything for it, so I got to hold it by hand or have my husband hold it if he's recording me or whatever. So at this time, to do something with my tablet, it's kind of hit and miss on how good the pictures may be, because it could be a little shaky. Here at home, though, I record mainly on my laptop, unless I'm showing you my garden, and then again, it's on the tablet. But here at home, I'm on my laptop. On my right hand side here, there's an end table, 3 bins. That's where my yarn sits, like the Rubbermaid bins. I have my little Wednesday reef hanging here off the one bin, and paper with some information, my little stitch marker hanger I made. And then I got a wire basket here on the last little part of the table. It holds my pillow casings from when, I tear pillows apart to use the stuffing out of. I keep the casings for, lining bags and stuff. I have 2 different styles, depending on which pillows that I've bought recently. They're to help line my bags. And then in the basket itself, I also have my containers that hold my knit needles, my crochet hooks, pencil case kind of thing with markers. So if I got to redraw out a pattern or I'm designing a pattern or what have you, I highlight certain parts of it so that I remember, okay, that stitch has got to be this and don't mess up. I've done that in the past. Then on the left-hand side of me on my love seat are all my project bags. They sit on the arm and a bit on the back of the couch or the love seat. And then whatever one I'm working on is on the cushion beside me. So this is my little crafting area. It's not much, but it works. In front of me, I have a TV tray. One of those old ones where you've got on the bottom half of it, these little C-clamp type ideas, one at each end, both sides. And then the rounded pole, or leg, I guess you'd say, pops into those to make it kind of like a V or an X shape to hold your tree up. Then you unpop it from the one side, flop the one side down, and you can tuck it away. Well, mine never gets tucked away because I have my laptop sitting on it. So I have a small area. So doing tutorials is one thing I definitely wouldn't do right now. I am hoping at some point having a better crafting area, but for now, this is what I have. I love my little corner of the apartment. It's mine. But if you do want to see something or have questions, don't be afraid to ask. I will try, like I said, try to accommodate. I can't guarantee anything, but I will do my best. Anyways, guys, I do thank you for stopping by. I kept you long enough. Please consider hitting that thumbs up button or leaving a comment. That helps me out a lot, and I do appreciate it. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. On Thursdays, you guys get updates on the cuddly animals I'm crocheting. And right now I'm working on Clara the cat. And who knows how much of her will be done. I'm kind of hoping that I have both arms completed and sewn on. And I'm hoping to have the legs started. Um, the color Clara the cat is being mainly done in. I'm definitely going to do the legs next because part of it's like they're wearing like a little soft boot type idea, and then there's the legs. And then I think I might be getting very close for the amount of yarn I'll have left. And I don't know if the tail itself is going to be the full length that it calls for, but all we can do is make it and find out. So yeah, if you want to know how Claire's doing, please consider coming back and watching that video. Anyways, guys, have a great night, and I will catch you later. Bye for now, everybody.